Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Demon Uchiha, and in today's video our goal is to figure out how Kawaki eventually turns into the dark side. But before I do that, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. To understand how Kawaki eventually descends into the darkness and become a villain, we have to revisit his past. Kawaki's childhood was far from ordinary. He was sold off by his father and he was thrust into the hands of Kara. He was experimented on and he was turned into a vessel for Ishiki. He got the karma mark implanted on him, and also Code used to abuse him. So Kawaki's earlier life was practically a series of nightmares. So it's no surprise that he developed a trust issue and a grudge against the world. But eventually everything changes when he meets Naruto Uzumaki, the compassionate and loving Hokage who takes him in. And for the first time ever, Kawaki genuinely feels love, family, and a sense of belonging. He builds a bond with Boruto, who he calls brother or bro. Same thing goes for the rest of Naruto's family, Hinata and Himawari. So it finally seemed as though Kawaki was beginning to soften up. But as we all know, trauma just doesn't vanish, and Kawaki's past life began to haunt him again. I guess everything changes when Jigen finally pops back into the picture. He invades Konoha in pursuit of Kawaki. He fights with Naruto and Sasuke, only for them to discover that actually Jigen is just a vessel for Ishiki. So they fight Ishiki, Kawaki's karma mark disappears, and we know how the story goes from there. But then I guess Code is brought into the picture, and Kawaki, not realizing that Naruto is not as strong as he used to be, like he gets it now, he has to be the one that kind of, protects Naruto, I guess. So he begins going after Code. He also clocks that Boruto is now a threat because he's not the vessel for Momoshiki, and any second now, Momoshiki can take over Boruto's body. Kawaki not wanting that to happen. Eventually, during the fight with Code, both Boruto and Kawaki agreed that Kawaki should kill Boruto. Kawaki kills Boruto, and I guess that's where we finally get our first real hint of Kawaki eventually, descending into villainhood. After Momoshiki gives up the rest of his progression for Boruto's life, Kawaki realizes that he's actually failed his mission of killing Boruto. So he takes it a step further, and he seals Hinata and Naruto in a dimension where they don't age. There's no chakra movement essentially. So eventually Ada uses her omnipotence, and both Boruto's life and Kawaki's life swap. So everybody's not going after Boruto for killing Naruto. Boruto escapes the village with Sasuke, and let's just leave Kawaki's backstory right here. I think the turning point that puts Kawaki on the path to being a villain has been the theme of his life, which is betrayal. We know he was betrayed by his own father. So I think there's a few potential characters that could betray Kawaki, and it will put Kawaki to, making him the villain of the story. And that's how we get to the age of Shinobi's over, blah blah blah, that part. Now here are a few characters that I think could potentially betray Kawaki and put him on that destructive path. The first one up is Ada. Now this one isn't really a betrayal, but more like a realization for Ada. I think we already know that Ada has manipulated perception already. So what if she clocks that Kawaki, or rather what if she realizes that Kawaki doesn't really love her, and that's all that she wants, for someone to love her? And what if she realizes that Kawaki doesn't love her and he's only just using her to achieve his means? So due to that emotional outburst, she's able to put everything back to how it was, making the villagers realize that that Kawaki is actually the one responsible for Naruto's disappearance, something along that line. But what if Kawaki now feels a certain way because let's say Kawaki had protected the village from a threat. Now it's they're gonna toss him out because of what he did, or rather what he felt was right to do, which was to go after Boruto for the sake of everyone and for the sake of Naruto and Hinata. But now the village is not, I guess, they're not understanding him or his point, so he feels betrayed by that. I guess the second suspect actually ties into the first one, which is the Hidden Village itself. Like I said, what if Kawaki protects the village from a major threat, but then omnipotence gets reversed and people now beginning to see him for for what he did, for I guess what he did to Naruto and Boruto, but not what he has done for the village, like, you know, protecting them or whatever the case is. So he feels betrayed, and he goes, you know what, the shinobi system is flawed, so let me just go ahead and just destroy the village. You people don't deserve to live, like something like that. The last one is kind of weird. The last one on my list is Amato. I mean, it's no secret that I don't trust Amato, or I have a video on Amato out already. Like, I still feel like he is a villain. Now, what if this whole time Amato? I mean, we know that his goal was to bring his daughter back, and he needs Kawaki for it. But what if this whole time he's just been trying to bring back Shiba into Kawaki's body? I know this is a theory that's common out there. One of my friends actually played with that idea, but still. Well, I mean, also we know that Amato has like a shutdown passcode or password for Kawaki's body. Like, I feel as though something crazy like that. What if he's just trying to bring back Shiba into Kawaki's body, and Kawaki was like, "Yo, what the hell? Like, what's happening?" But what if some crazy shit like Shikamaru was in it, like was in on it, or like something like that? Well, that would go crazy. But I think I just leave this video here. But I think Kawaki will eventually become the villain, and it will be due to a betrayal, because that's been the major theme of his life, and that betrayal will lead him to take drastic measures against the shinobi system itself, and that's how we would get to the opening scene of Boruto. But yeah, I think I'll leave this video here. What do you guys think? Who do you think will betray Kawaki, and how will it impact his future? Or do you think there'll be no betrayal, or that matter of fact Kawaki is actually not the villain? Just let me know. Without further ado, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more content. I am Demon Ichiya, and I'm out.